कोई फायदा नहीं रतन कटोरे में।
ए चमक से मामा।
हरी 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 हरी। दान करते जाइए रतन कटोरे में।
ए राधे।
तो आनंद है। बिना दान।
The 14th day is wet, but the devotees still go out, this time around the outer Kamyavan area. First they visit the Bhajan Kutir of Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur, the uncle of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, who wrote many wonderful transcendental literatures. His Bhajan Kutir is overlooking Surabi Kund, which is now almost dried up. We first have darshan of beautiful deities, of Sita and Lord Ram, and then Radha and Krishna. Dinabandhu Prabhu comments on a verse written by Prabodhananda Saraswati.
When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is chanting the holy name, then all his hairs are standing on him. Nindat Kampula Kot Karena Vikasan Nipa. Nipa means this Kadamba tree, just like we're standing here under Kadamba tree. And you can see some of the little seed pods if you look close. Kadamba tree is not, the flower is not one flower, he's a whole ball of flowers. You can see by the shape of the little seed pods here. So in Sanskrit sometimes we say Nip. Nipa Prasuna Chavim Vikasan, fully blossomed. It says Mahaprabhu's complexion, when all his hairs are standing on end, is just like fully blossomed Kadamba flowers. Now, I used to wonder about that. I mean, is getting bumps all over his skin like big Kadamba flowers coming out of his body. Because, you know, we've seen many strange things in Chaitanya Charitamrita about Mahaprabhu. But then, if you see, like I said, it's not one flower, it's a whole group of flowers in a little ball. So since it's a group of flowers, it's sort of up and down and up and down and up and down, just like when you have your hair standing on end. And inside each flower, little hairs are coming. You have seen? Inside flower, little hair comes. So it's up and down, just like when our hair is standing on end, and you see the little hairs standing on end. Yeah. And Kadamba flower, he's golden in complexion like Mahaprabhu. So like that, if you see the Kadamba flower, he's up and down, little hairs standing on end. If you take him like this and bang him on your forehead, all this beautiful yellow pollen comes on your head. So Prabodhananda Saraswati, we just described how beautiful those Kadamba flowers are, beautiful golden Kadamba flowers giving golden pollen on your head. Nindatvam. Mahaprabhu's complexion, when all his hair is standing on it, it blasphemes these beautiful Kadamba flowers, fully blossomed Kadamba flowers. Nothing to compare. Nindatvam bulako karena vikasam nipa prasuna ashtami. Even if you have many of these beautiful prasuna, a whole bunch of these beautiful Kadamba flowers, Mahaprabhu's complexion does the ninda of those Kadamba. They don't even come close to the beauty of Mahaprabhu.
Next, the devotees go to the Pichalpi Hari Shila. It is a smooth rock that Krishna and the cowherd boys would often visit to have sliding pastimes on. There are so many devotees there that the way becomes a little congested and everyone moves slowly. But then some of the experts come forward and show how the sliding should really be done.
दान करने जाइए, बिना दान के कोई पत्नी से लाकर दान लीजिए, तेरे पत्नी का बिना दान के मत जाइए।
Nearby is Vyomasura's cave. He was the last demon Lord Krishna killed in his Vrindavan pastimes, as described in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam.
जाने के लिए जगह चाहिए ना, आप लोग बैक हो जाइए, पीछे बैक हो जाइए आप लोग।
Bhadra Prabhu gives a detailed description of this pastime.
While the cows were grazing, they were playing game of the thieves and the police. Some thieves were stealing the lambs, and police constable would catch the persons who were stealing lambs. So it was like some cowherd boys are the thieves, some cowherd boys are the lambs, and some cowherd boys are the policemen. So this Vyomasura was a demon sent by, of course, by who? Kamsa. So here also Vyomasura, he came, these all demons can come by the sky, look at the whole situation of the cowherd boys, and then they turn into whatever the rupa form, they would do that. So here, demon he is coming, Vyomasura, and he is seeing the Krishna and the cowherd boys and Balaram, they are playing this game of the police and the thieves and the lambs. He saw this is a good time for me to be one of the cowherd boy. So other cowherd boys will not recognize me. But Krishna recognizes. And the cowherd boys also recognizes, but they are covered by the Yoga Maya. So he came and of course he started to steal the lambs. Because lambs are also the cowherd boys. So he take all these lambs and he brings from Govardhana up in the hill here, and he just hide them up. And he would close it with a stone, big stone. So the cowherd boys are there. So he does this like often. So finally Krishna said, this is the time. Krishna already knows what's happening. Krishna is waiting for the time, right time. It's like Krishna allows the devotees, Krishna is so merciful. Krishna sees everything. So devotees keep coming to offenses. Krishna tolerates, and sometimes, bang, you're out. See? Krishna is kind, he tolerates. But then for the good of the benefit, he has to take some action for his good. So here ultimately Krishna is figuring out. So Krishna goes to fly from there to here, and there is a big fight between Vyomasura and Krishna on the top of the hill. And while they are fighting, they are fighting for so long. And these demons are not ordinary demons like us today. Who can fight with Krishna? It required to be a very qualified personality to fight with Krishna. And imagine, they must be qualified because they had to go through Kamsa. Kamsa is the biggest demon. And the fight is going on, and then Krishna just finishing up. And he opens the cave and he brings all the cowherd boys.
In different places near the cave, we find markings on the rocks from the great battle between the Lord and the demon. Here we see marks left by Krishna's stick. This is said to be the handprint of the Lord. This is said to be the marking from the Lord's crown, which fell from his head during the intensity of the fight. While the battle was going on, the whole planet was shaking, and Lord Balaram put his foot here to steady it so it wouldn't fall to pieces. Just across from Vyomasura's cave is Bhojan Stali, where Krishna and Balaram and the cowherd boys would take lunch. There are natural eating plates in the rocks, overlooking what used to be a very nice kund. On the way back, we pass by the local dentist.